grabbing that role. I mean, Breaking Bad was huge, and when you get that call, how did that feel?
Well, I was a huge Breaking Bad fan, still am. I mean, it's an amazing show. But most of the feeling daunted and being a formidable thing came before the audition. It was about like, oh my God, I'm going to be in front of these people, and they're all operating at their A game. But pretty much immediately, you saw that this Kim character is a three-dimensional person that operates on her own, is not ancillary to anything. I mean, she's connected to Saul, Jimmy. But I could just tell from the character and then from talking to them and seeing the first script that this was going to be its own vehicle. There's obviously allusions to stylistically and character story-wise to Breaking Bad, but it's totally its own vehicle. And then you kind of like felt free because you're like, okay, you got invited to this party, you have to dance. You do not get to just stay at the craft table,
I love that. And speaking of dancing, Jimmy likes to serenade Kim a couple of times.
That's the sweetest scene. They refused to let me hear that before. Bob was not on set. He had to go back to LA for some promotional thing. I'm not sure what it was, but so I was on set by myself, and I was like, "Are we rehearsing this? When do you play the tape?" And they're like, "We're just gonna roll. We're gonna roll." And so we did it a lot of different ways with her reacting more or less, and they settled on one where it's all internal, which is very Kim, very very Kim. She'll give you a little bit, give you a little inch, and that's about it. But that's the first time I heard the song was on camera.
What song do you think he should follow up with? Because I feel like Jimmy just keeps kind of like he hits a brick wall occasionally. Last episode was a huge mess up for him.
Yep. And also Kim having to, the negotiation she makes to protect him is also the negotiation to protect her own ambitions. She doesn't want to lose that case. And so it's another thing I love about their writing is that everybody's grappling with the grays between what they would like to think is black and white. And now Kim's in that position. So what would he sing to get out of what he did? I'm not sure. Probably a full album. Grease. I would like to see him do Grease, like the whole album, or Xanadu. That's my personal favorite. He's got to
play all the roles too, like Summer 11, go back and forth.
In roller skates, that would be the Xanadu reference.
That would be amazing.
You're too young for that, but Xanadu was amazing. Everyone watch Xanadu if you don't know it.
How do you feel to be here tonight?
I'm so happy to be here. I wanted to be. I'm involved with different charitable organizations on my own, which are mostly. I have a penchant for helping teens and especially young girls, and I've had little sisters through Big Brothers Big Sisters for 11 years now. She's in her first year of college. I'm very excited for her. But a lot of the research foundations, Alzheimer's and MS and cancer research foundations, I've just kind of a little bit been on the peripheral from my mom being a breast cancer survivor and some friends dealing with Alzheimer's and MS, two friends growing up. So this is such a great organization. When I asked around saying, how can I get involved in what's an organization that's really doing a lot of great work, this one came up immediately. So I'm very excited that I got invited.
Yeah, and they've got such a great cause and such great people to, all of you guys. You've got some great performers. Kiss is here tonight.
I know, it's very exciting. You're also too young for that, but I remember Kiss.
I know Kiss, and then my mom and I used to watch Gene Simmons' Family Jewels all the time.
Yes, I totally watched that.
Yes.
And as a kid, I thought I was watching Kiss, and it wasn't until I was older that I realized there was some kind of, I don't know if it was, somebody should look this up. It's some kind of Hanna-Barbera something or other that was like, like Hardy Boys. It was an after-school kind of show with a band that looked like Kiss, and they like solve crimes. And I always thought so now I'm not entirely sure that I've ever seen Kiss. No, I was watching some weird actors.
I'm gonna look this up.
They solved crimes, and on at least one occasion, if not more, they got hypnotized by I'm not making this up.
I'm gonna look this up, and I'm gonna tweet you.
I totally thought it was really them until recently. Yeah, look it up.
You're on Twitter a lot too. Is that fun to engage with the fans?
I love Twitter. Do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you do it? I don't know what that means.
I went to the Better Call Saul panel, and I tweeted something.
Oh, you were there? That was a really fun panel.
And I kind of geeked out.
Oh, really?
My boyfriend and I have Monday night Better Call Saul nights.
What'd you tweet?
I said you killed it in the episode that they showed.
Thank you. I love
with the whole post-it montage was just genius.
Amazing. It was so much fun. Hard to keep track of. You saw on the panel, I said did I say it? I was on one of the panels recently where I said, I don't know, I was watching Kiss. I made up the other halves of the conversations to keep them straight. The 12 phone calls, I think. That was a great thing. And that was a collective effort by the crew. Props, dressing. We did That day was 11 phone calls, 4 different outfits in, I think, 5 different locations, and you do them over and over so that editing, Kelly Dixon brilliantly edited that one, so that they can make it look like any of them took place on a certain day and span it for as many days as they want. So it was a little bit crazy, and then I had like a pit crew changing my outfits, like ripping stuff off and putting stuff on, and everyone just cheers for you to be the best you can on that show.
Well, I know you don't. I was reading that you don't read reviews.
Not much, no. And I know people are sending me some lovely ones. I'm too thin-skinned, which is why I'm hanging on with the Vice script to right now. Twitter, people want to talk about the story and the characters, and it's like being in the world's best book club, and it's all so lovely and endearing and passionate and smart. And I know the day will come, like, you know, when there's going to be something that's like, that's not true, you're awful and fat. And like, I know that's coming, but
it's never going to happen. You're amazing.
Right now I'm savoring, like, I really like interacting with everybody and talking about the show.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.